Kambosos fought in Oklahoma. I don't know if anybody was aware of that.
I watched it.
Let's start with you, True School. Who did you have winning that fight? You never know. You might have scored it for Kambosos, right?
No, absolutely not. No.
And
Maxi Hughes schooled him.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on it overall? And what do you think is really next for Kambosos? It just feels like he's not going to be in the mix. That's how it feels.
Well, I said the night of the fight, I said, I was saying when Maxi Hughes was winning the rounds, I said, I hope they don't rob him. But I said, if they rob Maxi Hughes, then I guess that just means that George Kambosos can't leave boxing until the prophecy of him fighting Keyshawn Davis is fulfilled.
Right.
So I think that's what's going to happen. I think sometime very soon, Top Rank's going to announce, not Shakur. I don't think, because everyone's saying, oh, well, him and Shakur, they were talking ringside and whatnot. I'm like, nah, Keyshawn. He's going to fight Keyshawn Davis, and then that'll be Keyshawn's step-up fight, his former world champion fight, and yeah. But honestly, I have no interest in seeing George Kambosos because I just feel like I don't think he's ever going to capture lightning in a bottle the way he did with the Lopez fight again.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear, I like George, but I don't want to hear him be delusional about who, he's got to believe in himself, right? If he doesn't believe in himself, who does, right? But it's just no, I'm good. I'm good.
Nah, bro.
I'm good. I'm good. The lightweight division has enough problems now. We don't need another one.
Alex, what's next for your boy? What's next for Kambosos?
My boy. I had him losing 117, 111. So I saw people saying they had a little closer. I really didn't I didn't think he was having success. I thought Maxi was just landing that straight left at will, and just Kambosos never did anything to interrupt the rhythm. So clearly at this point, it's a couple things with Kambosos. He's not good against technical boxers, number one. Number two, he's not good against southpaws. That showed too. He could not figure out. He was confused in there against the southpaw as well, and couldn't land his straight right. Couldn't land his right hand at all. So I think he's good enough to catch lightning in a bottle against a great fighter, right? And he showed that against Teofimo. Teofimo had an atrocious night, obviously, and in hindsight, we can see that. We have enough data now, and Kambosos caught lightning in a bottle. But he's not good enough to beat great fighters when they're having even an average night, in my opinion. And I think that's just where he's at. I think he makes a great opponent, right? Because he's always going to be the guy who almost became undisputed, did, according to some people you talk to. So I think he'll always be that guy that you can use as a measuring stick, right? A measuring stick opponent. So if it's Keyshawn, I tend to agree with you, Keyshawn, because they're talking about Shakur having a big fight, Top Rank, in November, and I can't see the big fight being Kambosos. That's not a big fight. So I tend to agree with you. It could be Keyshawn, and that'd be perfect for Keyshawn. That's a perfect fight for him because he would win that fight, and it's a good name on his resume.
100%. Easy BX says, True School, you picked George to beat Maxi, and now you don't want to see him anymore. Shaking my head.
I picked him too.
He should beat Maxi. Yeah, but no. Easy didn't pick him. He picked Maxi Hughes. But Maxi Hughes is a good fighter. Maxi Hughes is good. I remember when a couple years ago when he fought Jonah Carroll, when Jonah Carroll was picking up some good wins. Yeah, and he beat him, and then he had to win against Kid Galahad. So he was better than people gave him credit for. But I'm just like, man, I picked him because I was like, man, George, you were the unified champion. If you can't beat Maxi Hughes, they're giving you, I don't want to, they're giving you they picked him for a reason. You're supposed to go in there and do a job, and he didn't do it. He didn't do anything on him. He didn't do a job.
No,
man. Well, I think they are going to feed. I think the reason Top Rank signed him, they want him to be a name on someone's resume, and I think it's going to be Keyshawn, right? Because then they're going to use that to push
Keyshawn.
To push Keyshawn. I think that's the plan. So I think that's why it was a smart signing. They know what they're doing at Top Rank. You know what I mean?
Sometimes they know they're doing so much that I'm just like, man, really? Come on, guys! Could y'all not be so good at matchmaking for 5 seconds and?
Right. They're too good, right? But it's weird because they're so good that it's almost obvious too. If you've been following long enough, we kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt bad for Maxi Hughes. That was his moment. Yeah. That was his that would have been the biggest win of his career, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it would have, and then it would have got him. He'd probably be fighting, like Keyshawn Davis or someone, a name. He would have got that big payday. He wouldn't have won, but he would have got a big payday, and
they are taking money out of his pocket by doing it too.
Mm-hmm. It's wrong,
like you said. Even though, they would have fed him, right? But it's still an opportunity for him, and it would have been a payday for him, and they're kind of taking that away from him. And for guys like Maxi Hughes, for guys like that, this is a 1 step forward when you win, 10 steps back when you lose type of sport.
And he's already 33, so it's not like he's got all this time.
Like he's gonna have to go on another winning streak just to be in his position again. And it's kind of unfortunate, but I mean, it happened in the middle of Oklahoma, so I don't really care that much. You know what I mean? But shout out to
Oklahoma.
Did you guys know that Oklahoma, where it ranks, in terms of I'm gonna stop. Okay, but either way, they're like a little brother to Texas. Shout out to them. Okay.